Here's another bike I've got on the go at the moment. It is a Boardman 26-inch mountain bike I got at a decent price when they were moving across to 650B wheels several years ago. It's a great bike, I've really loved riding it, but it has been unloved and left alone since I picked up the gravel bike by accident for an absolute bargain price. Now, I know the gravel bikes are Boardman as well. I'm not sponsored by Boardman, I have no affiliation to them. Just so happens that I've lucked out and managed to get the bike I wanted at the time at a discount on what the retail price was. So, what do I need to do to this one? When I bought that gravel bike, I was actually in the process of converting the hydraulic discs to cable discs. Some people might consider that a retrograde step, but I don't need to go hooning down great big hilly mountains. I'm more of an explorer. So, what am I going to do this now? So what's my approach going to be to this one? First thing I need to do is finish the switch from hydraulic discs to cable discs. That'll enable me to get out on the bike, take it for a ride and remind myself of what needs doing to it. From memory, I think the pedals need to be stripped, degreased, cleaned, re-greased and put back together again, because I have recollection that one was developing a bit of a click on pedalling. Could be that I actually treat myself to some new, better pedals. Then I suspect I may need to put some more air in the shock, because that's probably lost some over 2 years of not doing anything. And I may well get some better cable brake levers, because I'm just going to use ones that I had in the spares box for now. Other than that, I'll take it for a test ride, see what else needs doing to it. I think it probably could well do with having some new gear cables attached to it, but I'll see what the gear change is like, how slick it is, and decide from there. In the meantime, I will probably still see if I can get the tyres tubeless on my gravel bike, and I have some vague recollection that the 26-inch wheels on this were tubeless ready as well, so I might consider this one going to tubeless as well. We shall see. Well, the weather's not what I was expecting today, so I'm in the kitchen workshop. Maybe I'll explain a little bit more about why I'm moving from hydraulic brakes to cable discs, and why I'm not too worried about using full outers. So, I'm a kind of rider who likes to explore more sort of casual cross-country rather than downhill bashing or enduro. So I'm still happy with a 26-inch wheel cross-country bike. The hydraulics that came on it were SRAM, and those have over the years, particularly the front one, got a bit spongy and needed a bit of bleeding. And they weren't exactly proving particularly great after a bit of bleeding as well. So I had some Avid, I can't remember if they're BB5s or BB7s, on another bike that I'd upgraded. And I've taken them off and just put them on here as an initial test. What I need to do now is, because the outer is too long on this one I think, is work out how long I want it, trim it, and then fit it back, adjust the brakes and give it a go. As I mentioned earlier, I've just pulled out some Shimano V-brake levers, pretty standard, nothing special, but I did have them available to use and I think they'll be okay. But if I'm happy with it, I may well seek out some appropriate Avid ones as well. So it'd be interesting to know what people think about the difference between cable discs and hydraulic discs. I know plenty of people who never touch cable discs when they've got hydraulics, but I think if I was out somewhere on a long ride, if I had a spare cable, I could fix my cable discs. If I got a leak in my hydraulics, I couldn't. And because of the style of riding I do, I don't think I need the ultimate stopping power that you get with hydraulics. If it was an e-bike, e-mountain bike, I would probably say hydraulic brakes are essential. But then really, to me, an e-mountain bike is something that I toy with getting every now and then, but I see it almost like a cheap half-human powered way of getting into a motocross type bike rather than necessarily bicycling. May well be a bit controversial, just like my choosing cable discs over hydraulic outers. But we're all different, we all have different thoughts, and we all use our bikes differently, so there's plenty of opportunity for what's right for me to be wrong for other people, and vice versa. So hopefully nobody will hold it against me.